Hey guys, Aura 1 through 4 here, and I've got another deck profile for you guys. And let me fix this zoom real quick because it's being stupid. But anyways, yeah. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this new phone. But yeah, this week at Locals, I came in top 4 with Hero Beat. This is Hero Beat in name, but I ran a lot of silly texts just because they came out this week, and a lot of them are really bad, but I'll explain that when I get into the video. But anyways, here's the deck. Of course, you got yourself one Stratos because he pluses like mad. Then you got yourself triple Neosalius because 1900 Light Beater, E-Hero, Gemini. I want to turn him into a Secret Rare from the new Legendary Collection because he just looks sick in Secret. One E-Hero Voltic because he lets you plus a lot. Hit directly, then special summon one of your removed from play E-Heroes that you banished by Miracle Fusion, or if they got bottomless or something. Plus he's a light, so he's good to go for the Shining. Next, I'm using one E-Hero Ice Edge. Ice Edge is great. You can pitch a card to let him attack directly, so it helps fill up the graveyard. Also, when he attacks directly and does battle damage, you pop one of their face-down spell or trap cards. So he forces a lot of things like Warning and Solemn Judgment and stuff, because he just knocks them all, and he's a water hero. So he's like Water Hero MST. Drop him down, attack directly. I cleared out so many warnings before I exploded with him. You swing with him, fuse into Ab-Zero, you're good. Next, I'm running one E-Hero Heat. I really like Heat. Heat is a really strong beater E-Hero. When he comes out, he starts out at 18 because he boosts up by himself being an E-Hero. Plus he's fire, so it gives you another target for Nova Master. He puts in a lot of damage. Like, I was able to hit directly with Voltic with a full field of heroes and brought him out, and was able to do just enough damage to kill him because of how much he boosted. Next, my personal silly tech of Neospatian Granmole, because he's annoying. Next, running two Thunder King Ryos for stun, and because Thunder King's really good in Hero Beat. Next, I'm running one Evocator Chevalier, Fire level 4 Warrior Gemini monster, which 1900. So he's great because you can Rhoda into him. He gives you a good fire target for Nova Master. Plus, he's a Gemini, so you can Gemini Spark him. He's really good. And then I'm running two Snowman Eaters because Snowman Eater is just a boss. Set him, super high defense, pseudo flip effect. It's great. He's a good card. Next, we'll move on to the Magics, which is where most of my techs are. Well, of course, you got your staple with Reborn, and Dark Hole, and Heavy Storm, and of course, you got Book of Moon, and double MST. I'm running 2 Pot of Duality in here, just to add a little bit of consistency to the deck. I didn't have room for 3, and I'm not going to add an extra card just for a duality. I was already over 40 as it is. One Rhoda, search out your Stratos and add another hero, or search out a hero if you've already used your Stratos. One E Emergency Call, search out a hero. I'm actually going to up this to 2 when I run this seriously again, because there were a couple of games that I lost that I shouldn't have lost just because I didn't have any monsters. Next, you got yourself 3 Gemini Sparks because it pluses like mad. This deck doesn't care about bottomless trap because you drop Alias, they bottomless you or torrential you, or they do anything, and you just chain your Gemini Spark, pop one of their backers, and draw a card. It's great. Next, you got yourself 3 Miracle Fusions. I actually just picked up this ulti one. It's sexy. I want to upgrade all these to hollows, preferably ulti, but I will take the ultra rare from Legendary Collection, which I'm surprised out of the 6 Legendary Collections I bought, I didn't get any holo Miracle Fusions. But, or if I can somehow find supers, that'd be neat, but whatever. 1 Polymerization. I love this card in this deck. A lot of people would be like, oh, run Future Fusion. I don't think this is the deck that Future Fusion will shine in. Because, like, this card lets you get fusion, like, instantly go for your fusion. And that just fits my play style better. Plus, like, you Future Fusion, that fusion isn't guaranteed to get off. If you poly, that fusion's getting off. Unless they warning it. But then they just warninged it. Next, I'm running 2 super polymerizations, which I was able to get 2 of the secret ones from the Legendary Collection. Really happy about that. Super Poly is great. The only type you can't fuse for in America right now is Dark, because we don't have a Skirid out yet. But it's still great. Like, I never sided this out because regardless of who I was playing against, I had a fusion target. And this gave me so many games like, oh crap, they have a huge monster. Let's fuse it. Or I was playing against my teammate Drew. He was the one who ended up winning. And the way I got rid of Gachi Gatetsu, super poly it. I'll go for Gaia. Then I'm running 1 mass change because I really like masked heroes. I think they're silly. And, you know, if I didn't use it, I sided it out or I'll pitch it for super poly. But it lets you do a lot of really cute things. But then Parallel World Fusion. What a disappointment this card is. When you let you fuse for an E-Hero by returning E-Hero, the monsters listed on the E-Hero fusion to the deck and as the fusion material. But you can't special summon the turn you play this besides this. So, like, it's requires a lot of setup, and if this fails, you're in trouble. And what sucks is half the time this is a dead card in your hand because you're like, well, shit, I just drew this. I opened up with this Parallel World Fusion, but I don't have Miracle Fusion, so this card's dead. I am never running this card again. It is bad. If you think this is a good card, you need to seriously rethink how you're playing this game, or you've come up with some genius, crazy-ass idea that somehow makes this playable. It's bad. Don't use it. It's so good in concept, so bad on play. Anyways, with the trap lineup, 1 Torrential, because when plants and agents go crazy, I'd rather wipe out the field. Then, of course, you got yourself the double warnings and judgment, you know, your standard lineup to hate. Then I'm running 2 Hero Blast to return my Alias to my hand and give me more popping and destruction. It's a really good card, I like it. 1 Trap Dust Shoot, because Dust Shoot's really good this format. And 1 Starlight Road, because of all the mass destruction. Anyways, on to my extra deck now. I'm running 2 number 39 Utopias. One of these guys is actually supposed to be a Steel Swarm Roach, but I don't have one yet, and I'm not willing to spend the money on it, so I'll just run 2 Utopias right now. Next, 1 Masked Hero Vapor. He's great because you just pitch either your Ab-Zero or your Ice Edge for him, and can't be destroyed by card effects. Plus he's 24, so he's really nice. 1 Masked Hero Goka. Not nearly as impressive as Vapor. He just gains 100 attack for every hero in your graveyard, but he's cute for dodging, so I run him. Next, 1 Vision Hero Trinity. Trinity, he is a good game ender. Your opponent has 3 monsters. Poly into him with any 3 heroes you want to. His attack doubles. You attack for 3 monsters. I've ended a couple of games by, like, they had a bunch of monsters face up on the field. I play Stratos, add a hero, Poly, fuse Stratos to the 2 heroes in my hand. Trinity, boom, boom, boom. He's a good card to have for safety. One Vision Hero Adoration. Adoration is a little bit more situational than Trinity because he adjusts attack power, but he definitely helps when you need to get over a monster you can't. Plus, he looks badass as hell, so he's cool. One E-Hero Gaia, because he's your rock fusion. I wish he was a little bit stronger, but, you know, he's a rock fusion, so I don't care. One E-Hero Nova Master. I was considering running the Ultra version of him because his colors are more vibrant, but the Ultra looks too badass to not run. One E-Hero Great Tornado. The card is nuts. 2,800 attack points, which is ridiculous. And when he's fusion summoned, you have the attack of all of your opponent's monsters permanently. He cuts so many things down to size. Next, I'm running 2 Elemental Hero Absolute Zeros because Ab-Zero is still really good. And, you know, what Ab-Zero does. He's nuts. He's probably the best. He is the best out of all of them, pretty much in my opinion. Second only to maybe The Shining, because The Shining is also really badass. Then I've got one Dragon Knight Draco Quest to fuse with dragons, but he's significantly less important now that I have a dragon. I have an attribute for like every single important dragon. And then one Stardust Dragon to special summon when I am using Starlight Road. That's the main deck. Side deck, I built, and I didn't actually end up using much of it because I didn't play against decks that I had sided for. I just used some staple sides. Got one Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, plus 2 Cyber Dragons. You know, that's pretty standard. You get big monsters. Yeah, they're light, so they're good. 2 Effect Veilers. 2 Kaiko the Ghost Destroyers. This card hates on Agent Angel so much. But I was playing against Drew afterwards for a fun game. Kaiko was shutting him down game 1 pretty hardcore. It's great because this card, they can't use Hyperion, they can't use BLS, and you just keep controlling all of the numbers of cards in their graveyards, so they can't drop Christia on you, and just in case you do lose your Kaiko, they don't have anything to remove for BLS. Next, I ran 2 Skyscraper 2 Hero Cities, because I was expecting to play against Gravekeepers, because, like, Skyscraper 2 Hero City is a really neat card to side against them. Replace their Necro Valley once per turn during your main phase, when you can bring back any E-Hero that was killed by battle and special summon it. Like, if your Stratos gets killed by battle, and you play Hero City, you plus like mad. Anytime you bring back Stratos, you plus like crazy. Next, I'm running 2 copies of Leeching the Light, because it's a great card this format. Kudos to anybody who thought of it and started using it, because I don't know why I didn't think of it before. Everybody's bringing out huge-ass light monsters, and why would you not want to steal their attack points? Next, I'm running 2 Fiendish Chain, because it shuts down effect monsters really well. 1 Mind Crush to side in when I'm going first against somebody that I know what their deck is, especially Agent Angel, because since they're always adding something to their deck, from their deck to hand, it gives you a good idea. Plus, if you're really nervous and you know that they have a Christia or they have a Hyperion, flip this up, call it. If you call it wrong, you lose a card in your hand, but you know you're safe from a Hyperion or a Christia. Or if you're going to push for game, upon declaration of attack, call Honest, so that you're not worrying about running into an Honest. It's great. And then 1 Liberty at Last. This card, the errata on this card is errated. They do not return to the hand. They return to the deck. So whenever your card dies, it's great. It's like when you set this card down against Agent Angels, And they're like, oh, and why the fuck did whatever. Yeah, you play against Agent Angel, and I need to get a new case. This thing's all messing up. But, yeah, when you're playing against Agent Angel, they summon a big monster, and they run over your guy. Or, like, they play BLS, and they try to double attack you, flip up Liberty Elast, stick their BLS, and their other 50 bajillion boss monsters they have, and just put them back in the deck. And, like, I'm only setting one because I think you only should ever really need to use one, because odds are they're going to be popping stuff. But it's a great card to use against Agent Angel and some other decks. So, that's the deck. Next week is going to be a fun, silly deck that you guys, I think, are going to enjoy. So, anyways, this is Aura 1 through 4, signing out.